Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. We're back live. I'm Nicole Hanselman. Thank you. I'm going to do what I normally do. I'll go and tag my friends and just tell them we are on. Yep. So if you just joining, do the same. Tag your friends so that they don't miss. Today's topic is friendship and healthy boundaries. That's what we're going to talk about today. So for those who don't know me, I'm Nicole Hanselman. I don't have my co-host today, Yvette. I hope she'll be joining us this Thursday when we have our guest, Naomi Omuka, who will be talking more about friendship and boundary. So let's do the necessary gun tag. Okay. Well, I normally tag the first names that come up. So today's topic, friendship and boundary. Okay, I've done the necessary. So let's talk about that. So if you're joining, please tell me where you're joining from. Yeah, say hello, your name, tell me where you're joining from. With StreamYard rather, if you didn't allow StreamYard to use your name, I don't get to see who you are. So I'll just read the comments, but I haven't got any idea who it is. And it will happen for every single comment. So it's good to just say hello, tell me where you're joining from. I'd like to hear your view. Hi, Jess. I was just trying to ring you. Cool. I'll just try to ring you to remind you that we are on. Cool. So there's a quote that the way in which a person loses their true goodness is just like the way that trees are destroyed by an axe, cut down day after day. How can the mind, any more than the tree, retain its beauty or continue to be beautiful? If you keep on cutting it, it will die. It will die. So, okay. Hi, Jess. Hi, Fred. Hello. Johnny from Nairobi. I said you shouldn't call it that. It has negative name. It's not good at all. So today, friendship and healthy boundaries, they are really important, really important. And we hear a lot of people talking about boundaries and be thinking that it's maybe something easy to do. It's not. It's not. It creates enmity and there's a possibility of losing those friends. It's Friends are beautiful. Friends are the gift we give to ourselves. It's said that like the siblings we never had. So it's good to have friends, but where does it all go wrong? It's good to love. It's good to be loved. It's good to have somebody to share things with, but at what times does it all go wrong? So I'm doing my last tag. Then I think that'll be it. I'm seeing Fred, you're already there, so I won't worry about tagging you anymore. I'm just tagging the names that come up. I don't even know whether they're on here, and I don't know why Facebook is suggesting them. Some of them don't even seem familiar to me. Okay, so that's it. So let's get digging. Karibu Sana Jess, Karibu Fred, and everybody else who's joining. Asantene, Karibu. So, topic today, friendship. Cool. So what's happening today? I'll just do an introduction to the topic. On Thursday, we'll have Naomi Omuka coming to talk more about it. She's going deep into what friendship is and the healthy boundaries that we need to put in place and everything of that sort. So today, I just a little bit. It's a topic I like so much. I've written about it. I've talked about it on this platform before because it's very, very important to protect ourselves. It's said that it's very hard for us to get or achieve all the things we want if we don't place boundaries. That includes family and everything else, even workmates. It just everything in our lives. If you're endeavoring to do anything and you don't have healthy boundaries, people won't know when to stop. They will make all those jokes at your expense. They will do a lot of things at your expenses. All those little remarks that you think, oh, they're harmless. No, they actually are harmful, because everything matters. We've said it time and time again that everything matters. So all those things that you let slide, that, oh, it's just office banter, they do matter, because they're one day they're like, they go into your subconscious mind, and one day they'll manifest. One day people will see, or you will see, that they are affecting you in some ways. You might want to maybe do something, expose yourself to something that you fear, and then that little mind, that little thing comes back to you, and remember that, oh, you remember your workmate said that you don't even talk well, or you don't even do what, you can do this. They do come back to you. So that's why it's important to place boundaries and to have healthy boundaries. And they also sip our energies. Yeah, those unhealthy friendships that we have drain us. If you find that you're always like tired and stuff like that, it could be coming from the people you surround yourself. Because we've said it here, and we'll say it again today, that we're as good as our friends. We are an average of the 5 friends we spend a lot of time with. Yep. That's why you need to have all those healthy boundaries. Yep. Cool. So anybody who's joining, say hello and tell us your own experience with friendship and what you know about healthy boundaries and stuff like that. Today my mouth is dry. This thing is annoying. It's usually loud when you sip it. Like the whole world can hear you sipping onto it. Cool. Yeah. So we want to have friends, but we have to have healthy, loving friendship. All the relationships we want to be in, we want them to be healthy. We want them to be good for us. We want them to be working for us. We don't want them to be one-way traffic, that is always them who wants something, always them who needs you, but you can never go to them for anything at all. That is really a problem. And that's why we're here to talk about such things. And I'm not saying it will be easy. I like sharing my own stories. So personally, when I started my whole personal development journey, I knew what some of the things that to expect, but there's some that you don't see. There's some you can't foresee at all. We know that once you start making changes into your life, you start growing. And some people don't want you to grow. They want you to remain the same person they knew. They want you to remain that Nicole they know. They want you to be that same person, because that's the person they can relate to. And that person also is not a reflection of their inadequacies, you know. But once you start growing, they start realizing the things that they're not doing, or where they want to be and they're not doing. You become a reflection of them, and they don't want that. They want to squeeze you back to that size they like you, or that size that they can still control. That's the size that they can still use, and everything else. So once you start growing and start making boundaries, no, it won't be easy. Oh, it won't be easy at all. It won't. I think the boundaries are for me and not for my friends. Yeah, boundaries are to protect you. They're essentially there to protect you as a person, so that people know this is too far. Okay, you want to joke about my whatever color, my weight, my size, my race. They need to know, okay, from this much we can't go past this. We can't go. Put them in place. Put them in place. Your brain listens to every conversation you make, even the conversations you make by yourself on your own. It listens to every single conversation. So all those things that you let slide, or their friends and stuff, your brain is listening. You're letting them make those mean remarks, thinking that they don't matter. They do matter big time. They do matter big time. So how do we get my own time for myself? How do I? Okay, I'm not following what the question is first. Let me read back. I think that boundaries are for me and not for my friends, right? How do I get my own time for myself? Like your boundaries will help you get your own. Like if you mean like me time, boundaries will help you have me time, because that time that you're like, okay, this is my time, shutting off. I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to be disturbed. So boundaries are important. Let me share how you can ensure that you place boundaries. You need to tackle things head on. Don't leave them. Don't leave them for later. Don't postpone them. Okay. So I'm talking to my work colleague or something, and they're like, "Oh, Nicole, you are this." You tell them, "No, I didn't like that." End of story. No, that's not nice. I didn't like it. End of story. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't need that. You need your time to yourself. You need me time and stuff. All you need to do is say, I need time to myself. You don't need to explain to your friends or family why. Depends on the relationship. You have to understand that lots of levels of relationships. Yeah. You're not going to tell your wife, oh, I'm out of here with no explanation. So you need to understand that. But when it comes to friendship, you need to tell people that, okay, this is me time. I don't want to be disturbed. I just want to. You don't even have to tell them, I don't want to be on my own. They have to understand that that's your time and you don't want to be disturbed. That's it. End of story. Yeah. That's your time. You don't need to explain yourself. And then now there's things like the remarks. Say, for instance, that workmate, say something to me. Don't wait until tomorrow. Then we'll have forgotten. You might not even be able to phrase it again. They might not understand why they said it at that time. They'll think maybe it was related to what you guys were talking about at that time, and they're thinking, oh, what's the big deal anyway? So when you tackle it head on, then they know when it's happened, how it's happened. You both know when it's happened and how it's happened. And for most people, any mature person needs to know that, okay, that wasn't good. Stop, apologize, move on. But some people still push. That is when you need to apply some things. First, the first instant, you need to inform somebody that you didn't like what they were saying or what they did. Inform them in a very blunt way, in a very, don't put so much emotion into it, like being angry or overly whatever. Just like you'd say the sky is blue, it's just something you just say plainly. So that's the same tone you need to use with this person. Don't put too much emotion because you don't want them to read it wrong. And again, for most people, this is the time that they need to know and stop. For most mature people, they need to know that, no, you didn't like that. So, okay, Nicole, Nicole, na uko mweusi. No, that's not nice. Simple. That's not nice. I didn't like it. Simple, easy peasy. Lemon is squeezy, like they say. Yeah. So they don't like it still, and they go on. So pia mwenyewe unajua tu unamwambia, I don't like that, and I'm requesting you to stop. I'd like you to stop. So you inform them, then you request them now. If that didn't listen the first time, if that's still pushing, for the ones that still push further. Okay. Good. Nicole, do you choose your friends or your friends choose you, and why? Okay, let me tackle your questions first, because I've noticed that you are on the other side of what I wasn't planning to really talk about, but let's do this then. Okay, so friends are the gift we give to ourselves, right? And it's a mutual thing. You don't want to be friends with a person who doesn't want to be friends with you. It's got to be mutual, right? There are times we choose our friends, they can accidentally come to our lives, or we can bump into theirs. It doesn't matter, because friendship is beautiful. Love rules the world, right? Rules the world. So you meet somebody, you like them, you want to get to know them better, but it's so hard to be in any form of friendship if you don't understand yourself and if you don't love yourself first. That's why on this platform we talk about love a lot. So love yourself, know your values, understand yourself, be aware of what kind of friendship you can tolerate, what kind of friendship you want. And it's good to have different types of friendship and networking and all those sorts of things. It's really important. So yeah, you choose your friends and you decide whether you want to keep them in your life because you share values, you have a lot of things, mutual stuff. Yes, then you can keep them, right? But if you want to be friends with somebody and you realize you don't have the same values, let's say it's at work, you met somebody at work, but they think, kupinch kidogo change, the invoices kidogo, it's not bad, it's not a crime, it's okay. And your values are like, no, I just like honesty all through and through. I like to be honest. I don't care whether they will ever notice, they'll never know. I don't care whether it's a penny or not. I just don't want to do it. So you realize immediately that no, you don't have the same values. There's no point of keeping that friendship. You can maintain it at some level. You don't have to, because there are different levels of friendship. Maybe they put it like three levels. Like the level 1 is just like workmates and acquaintances and stuff. So you can decide on whether you want to go to the next level. For at that point, for me, I'll just know, no, you're not my kind of person. I might give you a chance to know you and some other areas, but I know, no, you're not my person. And a lot of us like on Facebook, it encourages us to have lots of friends. and you end up having like 2,000, 5,000 friends, but are they really friends? Is that the kind of thing we're talking about? Friends, you don't need to have 5,000 friends. You only need to have a handful of friends, but your true friends that will be there for you, people who can, who know your maybe darkest secrets or some people who can be there for you when you need them, and you can be there for them. Somebody you're happy to talk to any time of the day without you feeling, those are the friends we're on about. But that wengine, I wouldn't call them friends as such. Today macho yangu sijui imeenda wapi, na hii kitu wana kelele. Good. Do I create boundaries and not offend our friends? Yeah, so that's what we were coming to today on creating boundaries and stuff, because it's really important to create those boundaries. Hey, karibu watu wa kwetu hao, salimia kwa kina mama. Karibu sana. I choose my friends and they also choose me, but once I set my boundaries, very few stay. I'm cool with that. Yeah, exactly. We don't need all those like 5,000 friends that we have on Facebook and stuff like that. We don't need all that. You need just a handful of true friends, people you tell important things, people you'll be happy to call at whatever time, and you're happy they call you back at whatever time. Those are the ones that we want to keep, but we still also need boundaries with them. We need them to understand that, no, you can do certain things. I love you, Jess, and I respect you, but I'm not going to call you in the middle of the night for no reason at all, or just call in the middle of the night. Twende out sangapi, sisi ni wamama saizo usiku. We ask ni wamama, we plan, we have to plan and plan. Okay, maybe you can be spontaneous sometimes, but we need to respect. I don't know what you're doing that time of the night. You don't know what I'm doing. I might be having a guest. Yeah. So yeah, boundaries are really, really important. We need to know where to draw the line. And you know what? You're the one who sets the pace. Once you start letting people do some things to you, they'll keep on going. They'll just push the limit. They won't know when to stop. And when you start stopping them, they won't like it or be offended. And like I said before, people just want to how they found you. They don't understand that you're growing. You need to grow. We need to all grow, and you want to grow with them. But if they decided that they don't want to grow, then they might, or they shouldn't be in your other. They shouldn't continue the journey with you. Maybe it's time for them to alight. Like, okay, I loved you, but bye bye. This next step, you might not survive it. So yeah, somebody asked how we create the boundaries. We create the boundaries by dealing with stuff head on immediately. You don't like something, say, don't bottle it, especially like those remarks that people say or jokes that people make at your expense, and you think like, okay, you don't want to ruin the fun, everybody's laughing, and you're thinking, okay, what no, you don't measure some things because they'll think you're fine. They'll think it's okay, and they'll keep on doing it. Yeah. And the people who are just like naturally mean. They're just naturally mean. They don't know when to stop. They think like, okay, so long as people are laughing at the jokes, then that is good. We are happy, blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah. So I was saying the steps to take, inform the person, inform them in a plain voice. You don't want to be angry. You don't want to show so much emotion. Just say it like the sky is blue. No, the sky is blue. You don't go like, the sky is blue. What? No, nobody does that. You don't go doing that. So you just inform them, no, I don't like that remark. I found that remark offensive. And then you leave them. And then they are meant to stop. But if they continue like, well, it squeezes you in, then that's when you say, I don't like you saying that. I'm requesting you to please stop. So you're on step number 2 already. Number 1, you're informing them, and now you're requesting them to stop. Yeah. If you don't set boundaries, people will use you and abuse you, then dump you when you are of no use to them. Then fault is yours, not theirs. Set your boundaries to avoid this in the first place. Absolutely. They won't know when to stop. And once you start placing boundaries, you will see the ones that are leaving. The ones that are leaving were never supposed to be with you anyway. You just know they were out to use you. They don't know when to stop. The other week on Thursday, as we are talking here with Naomi, and we are talking, what was that week? About addiction. And I was sharing my story how there's a time back when I lost my dad, and some of my friends, a week after I'd lost my dad. Somebody calls me and tells me they want us to go out. Like we used to go out and have a laugh because we're young girls and stuff. This is 10 years ago. So you're like, oh, my dad died. Do you understand that my dad died? And they'll be like, oh, it will get your mind off things. So do you fault that person for doing that? Absolutely not. It's you. You've allowed them to be getting to that point where they think it's okay to contact you at whatever time and tell you that you guys are planning a night out. You've allowed it. It's normally our fault. Normally our fault what we allow our friends to do to us, to abuse us, whether it's emotionally, financially, or whatever. It's us enabling that. So you say, I look back and I'm thinking, you know what? They were not necessarily a bad friend. They just didn't know when to stop. They just didn't know that I had my values and I had my stuff. They just thought, okay, you are always fun. You're fun to go. Anytime you want to go out and you're going to like the party, we just contact you and you come. Well, not happening. Set those boundaries immediately so that they never, ever push them too far. They just know, at Fadalu, it will Kali, be called water, you're not fun and stuff, but your more important friends know that you're fun. Not everybody is supposed to see you as fun. Okay, so you've informed the person that you don't like what they're saying and you've requested them to stop. So now you need to demand them or insist for them to stop. At this time, you can tell them that what you're going to do if they don't stop. Right? So for instance, like, oh, Nicole, and like, I don't like that. And I don't like what you said. I don't like that remark. And then they'll go, squeezy kukom, you nini, I'll chat or check it. I'm just having a laugh. Then you go like, I'm requesting you to stop. I didn't like that remark. Please do stop. Yeah. And then they go like, no. Those people that never, they just don't know when to stop. That's when you go like, I'm asking you to stop. If you don't stop, then you mention the action you'll take. I'll leave. If it's maybe you're in a room, in a party, at a party or whatever, you tell them, if you don't stop now, then I'll have to leave. Yeah. If it's your house, if you don't stop now, then I'll have to ask you to leave my house. Yeah. But then there are some instances you still find that one person. Well, they think that wanakujua sana, you can't do it. Those are the ones you want to surprise. And it's good if it's at the party so that everybody notices and watches and know that, you know what, Nicole doesn't mess around. That's the point you tell them, you know what, then you have to leave. If they continue, they're like, I've told you that I don't like it. You've kept going on. Please leave my house. Quisha. It's so simple. It's so simple. We just think it's a hard thing to do and it takes practice. Once you start doing that, you feel liberated. You'll be doing it a lot. You'll be like protecting your bubble at all costs. Because once you live in awareness, knowing that everything in your life matters, your thoughts, your actions, your kind of friends, your kind of choices, once you know all those things matter, you'll realize that those boundaries are fun to place. And those who live, watch our end, you'll feel sad, you'll miss them at Kasirikia, they might spill some of your tea, whatever it is, deal with it. No, it will be difficult. You'll miss them. The times you'll want to pick the phone call in some serious cases where the friendship has actually ended. Nice ones will come back or whatever, but once you realize the friendship has actually ended, you'll miss them. You want to pick up the phone and call them and do those stuff. You'll miss them. Make peace with that. Realize that it will be so hard not having them in your life, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hi, King. You've not been joining us for a while. Asante Sana, thank you so much. How is Lusaka? What's the weather like? Most of England is now flooding. We've had really nice weather, the sun and stuff, and then now it started raining, though we've not experienced rain where I am. So yeah, that's what I prepared for friendship and boundary. Naomi Omuka will be with us on Thursday. We're going to talk a lot about it. If you want to learn more about it, I've talked a lot about it. So yeah, you'll be able to find it. Nicole, sorry, I can't make any comment for now. I wish you well, guys. Yeah, my heart goes to you, Justus, and may God's comfort be with your family at this moment. Yeah. Yeah, just deal with what's important right now. Know that I'm there with you during this time. We have several of our members who are going through really hard times right now. There's one that I just heard of this morning, just as a day ago, and it's just like the last few days. Every time on Facebook or WhatsApp, there's something huge happening. So I kind of feel like there's some bad air release that is just bringing us down, but resilience will help us through this time. So yeah, my heart goes to you, just us and your family at this moment of time. Yeah, thank you guys. So that's friendship and healthy boundaries. We're still gonna talk about it on Thursday. Today I was just doing an introduction, and so that we know what it is about. On Thursday we can come with more questions as Naomi goes deeper into it, and you know her with that energy. She'll be sharing some juicy stories. She doesn't have any filters, so it will be fun knowing what she has in store for us. Yeah, I'll just write a summary on how to place the demands, but like I said, I've blogged about it. You can check it on. I might see whether I can find a link to some of the posts, but you can just go on there and search for it. Okay, and it's on there. Otherwise, to have the healthy boundaries, inform the person, just plainly inform the person, and then request, and then demand, and then lastly, uh, take action. Whatever you said you'll do, if they don't stop at this point, is you do it. Yeah. Cool. Asante Nisana, thank you. I don't know whether you have anything to share on your part about friendship. But otherwise, friendship is beautiful. Like all relationship, love is powerful and amazing. We all need that. It's wild in us. We need to have friends. It's so important to have friends. But it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. You better have one or two friends, but amazing friends that you can do everything and share with, and you don't feel drained. You can share your visions, you can share all those things with them. You don't want people like you're so insecure around them, or after you've been around them, you're so tired, you're drained. You can share your visions with them because there's, I don't know, jealousy, competition, or things like that. You want to be free with your friends. You know that anything you give them, it has now you just come with a little concept like, hey, I want to do this, I want to write a book or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, actually, I thought you could do this and you could do it this way. And you could do. Those are the people you want around you, right? See what you drain. If it's party days, they can call you for that party. But if you're going through stuff, they are not there. We're saying no to that. That's what we're all about. Yeah. Asante Nisana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'll end it if you don't have anything to add for now. And please, oh no, that's not what I was looking for. Join us on Thursday. So, like we started off, we said the way in which a person loses their true goodness is just like the way that trees are destroyed by an axe. Kido kidogo tu. One day that tree will die. Utaikata, but it won't survive. Same thing with ourselves. We're just the same. Cool. Bye for now. See you on Thursday. Remember to place those boundaries, and I'm here if you want any more information, any help on how to go about it. Something you've tried and it didn't work. Maybe you tried the informing thing and you're thinking, oh, I keep on informing my friend that I don't like this. Sometimes it's the way we say things. We have to be careful on how we phrase. Our language is so important, our choice of language. And then we need to be also listeners. Listen a lot. Because sometimes it's about the things that were not said. Yeah, you would think that it's all about what you're hearing. You know, sometimes like those things that you didn't hear them say, that they didn't mention, are the important ones. So listen and make sure you phrase your words carefully, you express yourself carefully. Yeah, and you'll be able to get through this. Yeah, and love yourself first, know your values, and before you make new friends, But keep on networking. You need all sorts of friends in your life. Don't be a person that chooses just the same type of friend. You'll not be grown. We need to learn from each other. You need to have a friend who doesn't even speak your language. Hata mwelewani, anaongea mambo yake, unaongea mambo yako. You need all those things because love is not about the language you speak. Love is so, so deep. So deep. It's not about the sharing all those, I don't know. Yeah. Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Know your worth. Yeah, the kind of friends you're attracting just means that that's what you think of yourself. That's what you think of yourself. That's why you have those sort of friends. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bye for now. Thanks, guys, for joining. Kwairini.